Ignore the label there, as I forgot to update it. So I'll do that so you can hear the sound of my typing. It's quarterfinals of tonight's Friday Night Magic Standard event. 136 of you are watching us live. Watching the following players: Scotty Wright, your number 2 seed, going into the top 8 as we see him mulling down to 6. Scotty Wright playing the Aristocrats Part 2, went undefeated in the Swiss, drew in the 4th round with Adam Vickers. He's playing against Brandon Hart, who snuck into the top 8 as the lowest ranked. No, he was one of the 3-2s that made it in. He had to win his last round. And so he made it into the top 8. And, well, it's because Troy beat you. Like, that's specifically.
No, my, JB just got here, just so you know.
Okay.
Beating somebody in top 10.
Oh, okay.
My tiebreakers were like 47%. They're awful. Mine were 2.
Oh, man. Scotty going down to 5 here. Brandon is texting his BFF Jill. OMG, he's totally mulling away. LOL. Check it. He's probably texting Scotty. GG. GG, Scott. Well, what's going on?
I seen Brian got in. Cause she was like the round before, like 8th. I didn't know she got knocked out. Like it's Brandon knocked her out.
So anyway, I'll say something I should know. Tell you later. Yeah, thanks.
Alright, so Scotty finds 5 that he can keep. Of course, he's on the play here, so it's a little bit of a detriment. As if mulling to 5 isn't bad enough. He draws a tragic slip, which is not any good in this matchup. But, fortunately for him, Brandon has one of the slower starts possible out of his deck. Cartel Aristocrat, no 3rd land, though. So Scotty has a Lingering Soul, Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, and 2 tragic slips in his hand. And there's a Smiter. Wait, this is Bant. It's not Bant Hatch Proof, it's Bant Auras?
Yeah.
Like, is it different?
No, it's the same deck. I mean,
this Lockdown Smiter clearly was not Hex Proof.
Well, there's only 2 creatures. Yeah, it's like, Hex Proof is and enchantments.
Different. Nick.
It's different. Nick, come on, man. Jeez. You're with it. Does he play Silver Blades? Doesn't he play like Invisible Stalker? What's that? Oh, that new thing.
Unflinching Courage.
That's a dumb name for it. Is there? They can't reprint Armadillo Cloak because Armadillo Cloak stacks.
Yeah, I know.
But that's like the most annoying thing in the world because it's just Armadillo Cloak.
Yeah.
It's like they're just paying for their design error back in Invasion or whatever.
That was a really good card.
Ethereal Armor. Put that on there too. Let's go ahead and get you it for 7, 8.
Yeah.
Block. Sack it before damage. Or is it
say +3/+3, right?
Yeah. Can you sack Cartel Aristocrat to itself, or does it say sacrifice another creature?
I think it's a sack another creature.
Oh, so some 8 for 1, yeah, real quick with Tragic Slip.
It's another, by the way. It's
I didn't think of it. I mean, sure.
Catch that?
Huh? No, he didn't sack it.
Oh, okay.
I just wondered if he could. I assumed you couldn't because Scotty would have if he had done it, but or if it was possible, but. Good job, Logan. Gosh.
That was +3/+3.
So, Brandon reloading here with the Geist of St. Traft. I don't understand why this deck plays Lockdown Smiter, because it just turns on all of your opponent's removal. Like, if you have all of your... He's fine in a deck that isn't... Like, if you only have 4 non-hexproof creatures, like, the hexproof that creature's useless, because it's always going to eat all of the dead cards that the opponent has in your hand.
Do you run Stalkers?
Yes.
Like, if he didn't have the Smiters in his deck, then that Tragic Slip would just be a dead card for, like, he has 2 of them in his hand.
I mean, he runs other things, too. It's like Silver Blades and Fencing Aces.
So, but those are different. Double Strike guys are different. The Lockdown Smiter is just a big, dumb 4/4.
But it's the beats,
knows the beats. He's super quick.
I won't hear it. What's the chat think? Chat doesn't care.
See?
When I asked that, looked at the chat, and the first thing I saw was pantless aristocrats! Exclamation point.
See? It's still a 4-4
If he's
victory.
on the scene spirit. I did that too. That's my name today.
Brandon's bored of this game. He's gonna. Are you texting him?
No, I don't have his... Well, actually, yeah.
Text someone that says, quit texting. So Scotty has a Falcon Wrath Aristocrat here. Like he doesn't win this race, right?
No.
Because Brandon gained 8 off that Lockstone Spider attack. The art on that Armadillo Cloak is garbage. It just looks like somebody spilled paint on it. Soren, Lord of Instrad. Oh my goodness, I have this video. Remind me to send it to you. Well, I'll talk about it later.
Alright.
You have to remind me, otherwise you're not going to.
You don't like it?
I think the art is ugly. You can't tell what it is from a distance.
Super foil.
So Brandon plays, like, Brandon's loading up something huge here. Because he's playing his Temple Garden untapped.
Super Blade, Rancor,
Spectral Flight on my dude.
Death Armor,
Spectral Flight on my dude.
Rancor, Death Armor. It's not doing it.
So that's 10.
Ooh, Simic Charm.
That's 10 damage right there, right?
14. Yeah.
So he's just leaving Simic Charm up.
Yeah.
So that's 2, 2, 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, right?
Yeah.
So he can make it 13 with the Simic Charm. Right?
Huh?
Simic Charm plus 3 plus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he couldn't have killed him there, but Scotty wasn't going to give him the opportunity.
Yeah, no.
So,
Not very good.
so Scotty has a Tragic Slip, which is dead.
Sweet.
It's going to make another blocker, even though he can't block with it. So he's just going to make another dude.
Can't set my fence. Oh, there we go.
And the Soren ultimate targets as well, right? So he can't even kill it with that. It's going to flash back his Lingering Soul and buys him another turn. So Brandon is out of gas, so if Scotty can come up with a Blasphemous Act here, like, I guess pretty... Brandon goes from, like, being in an unlosable situation to possibly an unwinnable game.
He has like a Rancor or one of his cloaks again.
Mm-hmm.
Big ones here.
Because Cloak gives Trample as well, right?
Yeah.
+2/+2 and Trample and Lifelink. This one actually gives Lifelink, right?
Yeah, it's like
That's definitely.
ain't that much.
He will gain 1 billion. Of course, the Aristocrats deck can do 1 billion. Like, it's not a do exactly 20 kind of deck by any means. We are going to Simic Charm one of the flyers, choosing the mode. Which mode? Bounce. Bounce target permanent.
Alright, the stream wants to know what the app is called.
Oh, that's the #1 question I get asked. The app is called Life Total, and the app is 4 years old and it's not available anymore. The closest thing is something called 20 Life. That literally is the most frequently asked question in stream history.
Yeah.
What? Are you worried about your wrapper?
Yeah, he's getting a chip.
No, he's getting Reese's Pieces. It's fine.
Wow.
Reese's Pieces are delicious. I always tell a story about one of the minor league baseball game here in Charleston, and we always sit behind the opposing team's bullpen and give them a hard time the whole game. And one of the catchers, the bullpen catcher, had like a family-sized bag of Reese's Pieces, like the biggest bag you've ever seen, and he would just eat them the whole game. And then when they actually had to warm up pitchers, and they called the bullpen to warm them up, he just had this look on his face like, oh, I can't believe I have to get up and stop eating Reese's Pieces. So,
Bring it up for the whole stream.
Yeah, if you can't share, then don't bring it up. So Soren ticks up to 6 here, which is almost entirely irrelevant.
You get to play Falcon Wrath and block.
Yep.
Who's Lord of Atlantis?
It's,
Lord of
Merfolk.
Atlantis.
It's random Merfolk and Legacy.
What happened?
Oh, it's a card.
That was game. I'm sure he had like a Rancor or something.
Simic Charm.
Semi-charm.
Yep.
Does Simic Charm give trample?
No, but it
+2/+2.
Oh, it
no,
bounces.
it
It bounces the guy. Yeah, so bounces blocker. So Scotty's going to go through here and remove all of his dead cards in this matchup, which include the Tragic Slip.
I don't see how you punted.
Who did?
Maybe Scotty.
Apparently Scotty.
Can't punt.
Yeah, it's the MTG bot.
That's funny. I wasn't really paying attention to the match, so...
I couldn't. I turned away to look at something in chat, and then I think Brandon just showed him the card he drew. I mean, I know he had a 7 charm in his hand, but I thought it was the one he had used last turn, but maybe he'd drawn a second one in the meantime.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did punt. But it didn't matter, though.
Oh yeah, he could have gained life. I mean, he's dead to a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
Like, how much was it? It was 6,
Well, 10
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
I think it was at exactly 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You could have gained 2. Depending on what he drew.
Yeah. But it is worth noting. So Brandon moves a game ahead. While these guys shuffle up for Game 3, let's remind everyone that if you're enjoying what you see, the best way to help support the stream is to follow us on various forms of social media. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ZachSellsMagic. Everything we have ever recorded is archived there, including a lot of different things. We had a booster draft last week where we showed the hand cam picks for the entire draft. We have a sealed pre-release events, cube draft, EDH deck techs, and then a ton of standard events, as well as the West Virginia State Tournament last year. Follow me on Twitter at ZachSellsMagic for daily Magic news, stream updates, and then just general me whinging about things. The main thing is to go over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. It's basically a news aggregator. I post daily content every day, videos, links, news stories, deck lists, fun ways to interact with myself as well as the people who play on stream. And then finally, if you're watching us live now, you know where the Twitch stream is, twitch.tv/ZachSellsMagic. But if you're watching on YouTube after the fact, try to come and catch us live sometime. If you are watching right now, do us a favor and click the follow button, which is above and to the left of the video screen on the old layout and below and to the left on the new layout, and you'll get an email notification anytime our stream goes live. No, I'm good, thanks, though.
Why is that one so weird?
What is it?
Okay. So, like, the same commands make this flip table and this one, and I don't understand why it's doing that.
He gets angrier at the second one. He's like, you're at a really angry face. Of course, everyone who's not currently live in the chat and is watching on YouTube is wondering what the heck we're talking about. That's because we have a cool thing called MTG Bot, courtesy of Twitch user Dan Bopes, who I met through the South Florida Magic Legacy stream. He set it up for us in our channel, which basically allows you to look up cards. We can ask poll questions. We can... And then there's fun things like the punt count and table flip, and everyone is using the crap out of table flip currently.
Gosh.
It's not surprising to me that has become someone.
I love this stream. Man.
Yeah, there's all kinds of commands and stuff. I just use it to look up the cards because I think that's the. It is very nice too. Like if I have a question about what a card is, rather than looking up on the card viewer. What are we laughing at now?
The guy tried to find his rating and it said user not bad. I thought it was funny.
I haven't played a game of Magic Online in my life. I've thought recently about doing it, but
What?
Some of the commands are
getting into Modo.
No.
Some of the commands are stupid.
What, on Modo?
Yeah, I don't. You can like skip your entire turn accidentally.
On the beta, you mean?
Yeah. Like I play. I do drafts.
Occasionally. Are you drafting tonight?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's $15. I don't want to draft or anything.
Tell me what, Snake.
Where are you drafting it?
About
But
it.
Oh.
I have all the drafts.
The Dragon's Maze triple draft?
Yeah.
The thing's garbage.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's.
Well, the chat has devolved into just excessive abuse of MTG bots, so I want to go ahead and disregard it for the remainder of the evening.
Do you guys still have Legacy Wednesday?
Theoretically, it's just usually just me and Garrett.
Really?
Yeah, it's been like that for months.
That's awful.
It's the same way with Modern. Just the only reason Modern hasn't started that is because we only started Modern 2 months later. So just give it time. People say they want to play these formats, but then when you're like, oh, you have to show up to play the format, they're like, oh, I didn't really want to play it.
costs money.
It's $5 and you get a pack. It's just for participating. Basically, you're $1 into the tournament. And the reason we did that is so that it would encourage people to come out and play, especially like for Legacy, where like, I don't know, like I have like every tier 1 Legacy deck I could put together, and someone's going to just show up with their fun deck, and I want them to have fun and not feel like, oh, I'm just getting whitewashed for my money every week. Like, it's not about that, but...
I'll come down now that I don't have school.
Well, I'm not finding fault with you guys. Like,
No.
They're just guys who have legitimate Legacy decks sleeved up and just never show up. Those are the guys that drive me nuts.
I would play, but I don't have a deck.
Well, I have like a million decks. It's just a matter of like, it was Legacy this week, it'll be Modern next week, and then Legacy the week after.
Legacy this week?
Legacy was this week, so Modern is 4 days. So, turn 1, ooh, turn 1, awful keep. I guess you have to keep that 6 on the draw, but like, that's like the best duress ever. So, 4 lands and an Invisible Stalker. The best duress Scotty Wright will ever cast in his life, probably. And Brandon being a good sport and just playing with his known cards revealed. And then immediately not doing that after I say so. Cartel Aristocrat. It's a 401, so of course it does twice as much damage. These guys are kicking the crap out.
Ooh. Slow signature, I'm guessing.
These guys are kicking the crap out of this table. There's the Invisible Stalker we knew he had in his hand. So there's 2 unknown cards in Brandon's hand.
It's a special fight.
We saw him draw it.
Yeah, it's card all the way in the front.
Okay. That's one of the cards he's drawn since the duress turn. Looks like he drew a Geist there, is that correct?
Looks like it a little bit.
So you just load up your Stalker
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah.
Oh. I guess there's more damage this way.
I think you load up the Stalker still. After this.
Yeah, but for some reason I was thinking that there was a world existed where you just start putting enchantments on the Stalker that turn and not play your Geist. It's not correct, I'm bad. So Scotty's got a Boris Reckoner here.
It's pretty good. Plays Boris Reckoner and then you just sit with the Geist.
Scotty,
9.
isn't Scotty at 19? Or
Yeah,
17?
Yeah, he's at 17. You're at 17, aren't you? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's keeping it on his pad.
I guess.
So he's got Blasphemous Act and Charm in his hand, or Boris Reckoner in his hand, right? So don't you just set up this game to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good to do. The act. Yeah, he does.
He has Devour Flesh as well.
He also has the act. Yeah.
I heard Troy King saying that's pretty much the nut draw for me, which means he probably won his quarterfinal match, which was against, who was Troy playing?
Lakers.
Yep. Brandon with an emphatic Hinterland Harbor. I've got to do something about this camera and get it on a different table because it's too bouncy. I don't like that play.
Now you can get in for 9.
Oh, yeah, I do like that play. I forgot. I keep forgetting what's his face is unblockable.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at Magic. So you just untap and,
How much is
act here, right?
it's 9 mana?
You tack in for 5, right?
Or no, 13. You play around the Simic Charm though. Or Azorius Charm. So now you just play.
I guess it's negate. No, that's the game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. Does Brandon not know he's dead? Brandon didn't know he's dead. Oh, man. And that's interesting that if that had been earlier in the night and I had not been exhausted, that would have been highlight of the week type material. But because I was so sleepy and just kind of happened, we were just like, pretty fun, I guess. Had to take a little nap.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I guess, like, Azorius Charm doesn't do anything there.
Oh, what if he played it? Like, it bounced the Boris Reckoner? Or
Yeah.
up?
Well, but I mean, like, you still make that attack anyway. like, it doesn't effectively counter the Blasphemous Act, is what I was saying. Like, was there any card that Brandon, I guess he was, like, sided into negate, maybe?
Yeah, like, he could have had, like, Azorius Charm, Semi-Charm, negate.
Yeah, I was just curious about, like, Scotty could have played around a counterspell or some kind of shenanigan like that. Like, did he absolutely need to, like, go for it that turn? Because there's a variety of cards that if Brandon had drawn, untapped, and, like, loaded up on his dudes, like, because Scotty was at, what, like 14 or something?
He was at 7.
Oh, so he was dead next turn? So he had to go for it.
Yeah.
So that wasn't as nearly as exciting as I thought.
And he didn't have 2 Temple Guards up.
Yeah, that's all. I was like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's the Logan Cutlip catchphrase. Clone that bee.
Didn't Brandon have a slump battle in, like, a...
Temple?
Not a temple. Finnerland?
Oh, I'd have to go back and look. I know the first card he played that game was a breeding pool.
Well, would it matter?
Cat.
Like, what did it matter, though?
If he could have cast...
Azorius Charm or Semi-Charm.
Oh, I didn't know what happened at the very end there, so...
I think the only card that, like, he has to play around is negate, and it's like a maybe 2 of sideboard card, so... Yeah. But, like he said, he's dead anyway. I didn't realize he was at such low life. Like, there's no decision to be made.
Yeah,
do you want to win? Oh, possibly, or lose definitely?
Yeah. If he had a Lingering Souls, if he had that, he could have played that, but... Then you just die, too, if he had a negate.
What?
Looking at your notes.
My notes. I've got, I'm going to link to the Pro Tour that Sliver's on. I'm going to link to my cube on Cube Tutor. I'm going to link to How to Winston Draft. Link to Lightning Helix Top Deck. Link to when Max made Aaron Daly swear on the stream. And the Glory Seekers podcast. So, Game 3, the decider here. Brandon is on the play.
So he's keeping.
Debating his opener.
Gotta keep that.
Gotta keep that. Boom, boom, boom.
Small hostility.
Congrats, Spike. Thank you.
He bought 3 Chinese Scalding Tarns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I haven't posted? I mentioned it on the, they're both, oh no, Scotty's mulliganing. So Brandon keeps the Thinker, and then Scotty goes down to 6. I mentioned it on the stream forever because I was, like, constantly trying to finish it, but I guess it's been, like, over a month since I completed my playset of foil Zendikar fetch lands, and I haven't even, like, I said I was going to, like, post a picture on the stream because, like, some of the, or on the stream page because a bunch of people helped me out. Like, I didn't even, like, I tried so hard to get them, and then when I got them, I put them in a book, and it's at my house, just, like, squirreled away. Like some kind of crazy hoarder guy.
So Troy won't treat me as perma forest things.
What?
Troy has like old foiled forests and like I'm trying to collect them and he's like, no.
No. Do not mod him.
Why not?
He's a jerk.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it accidentally. Oh! I accidentally deleted it. How do you do it?
You click on his name.
And then you click that thing? Wait, what happened?
You get it. Yeah, right there. You did that the last time you did that.
I think I banned them. Like someone was like, hey, I'm going to add me as a... Because there's a guy at Charlie's his name on Facebook, he goes by Chaz, and
yeah, that's
I talked to him about, like, he's like, I'd do it if I... He watches all the time. I was like, sure, you could do that. And he posts little links and stuff for us. But then, like, he's like, the time I to do it...
magic. Mod me, please.
It's 3 else.
Oh.
Or an
I tried to make him and I just completely banned him.
You don't have my number, do you?
Your phone number?
Yeah.
I don't know. You taking off?
No, I still have to wait for Alec and Logan. I was just going to say, if you ever have a draft, a cube draft, just text me.
Okay. Send me a text, or just type in your number and send it to yourself. So what is Scotty Mole to? 5 or 6 here?
Nick doesn't know how to use non-iPhones.
I don't know how to help you. So Scotty keeping on, can you see, he's got 6 cards in his hand, or 5 cards in his hand, so he mulled to 5? Or does he have 6 in his hand, so he mulled to 6?
I always mind Ripsa, or whatever your name is. Always. I don't know, this guy. He's talking big talk about himself.
What is it?
This Ripsa guy, he's like, mod me.
That's Rudy
And he's like, oh.
Briska. He's the guy that was, I posted a link on the Facebook page, but he was the one that had the feature match at SEG in New Jersey this week.
Oh, okay. He's like,
He's being salty.
He made the pun justice. I like that.
Welcome to land.
Yeah, he has the act in hand. It seems like this entire game revolves around act.
Yeah.
Or, when I say game, I mean matchup.
Mr. Aristocrats.
And from Scotty, but from Brandon, it's all about that armadillo cloak. Like, Doom Traveler.
It's not gonna get there. This guy sounds like Beetlejuice.
Huh?
Does it mean me?
Yeah.
I really hope he does.
It has to be you.
It might be you. You sound really
Deep.
Especially on the phone.
Yeah.
God.
Well, so there's the armadillo cloak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Piling in for 5 damage, going to gain 5 life up to 23.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then Scotty's going to pray that he can survive long enough to possibly cast his blasphemous act, but Barter and Blood would be good here too.
Silverblade, Netheron, or Rancor. Seems pretty good too.
Yeah, well the nut draw is always good.
Yeah.
Hexproof is the worst mechanic ever created by man. It just encourages games that aren't fun to play.
Oh my god. So apparently
23 by the way.
his friend was playing Bant.
Yeah, he just attacked for fun.
Okay, sorry.
Friend was playing Bant Hexproof for the PTQ, and he put a Spectral Flight on an Invisible Stalker, and the opponent tried to block with Thragtusk, and they were like, that doesn't work for like 5 reasons. That's funny. Too good.
For 5 reasons.
Missed the trigger.
So we had a,
Judge.
what?
They just missed the trigger.
No, they marked it on their pad, they just didn't get it on the, so Rancor added, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Scotty dead on board here, needs to come up with some kind of answer. He's got a Feeling of Dread, the blockers, seems irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Is Feeling of Dread a main deck card?
No.
I don't like it in this matchup, but then again, I don't know what he took out. Like, it might be better than a card that was potentially bad.
Well, I think he learned his lesson from the last time. If he was at 18 and he taxed for 5, I think he just died to it.
Dude wants to know if you've ever read Banding and Horsemanship.
I have played with cards that have banding. I'm old enough to have done that. But I've never played with Portal 3 Kingdoms, so I've never played with a card that has horsemanship. So, the Hexproof deck does what the Hexproof deck does. Makes most of the cards in your head dead. And a fair number of enchantments later, and Brandon Hart moves into the semifinals. When you stuck your head out there, did you see who else had won?
Hey, Troy. Did you win? Yeah. Troy won.
Troy won.
Hey, Troy.
Troy won.
I see about like one.
Yep. So, we saw Troy King's Bant aggro deck take down Adam Vickers' Bug Control list. We didn't get to see Adam Vickers' deck on camera at all tonight, which is unfortunate, but sometimes it works like that. Scotty Wright drops his match to Brandon Hart that we just saw on camera. Then we've also got Yin playing Jun against Black White Human. Seems like Jun should take care of that one. And then Alec and Junk Tokens against Bant Control.
That price is so wrong.
It's on MTGO.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Maybe.
Yin won.
Does it?
Yin won?
Yeah, Alex still playing his.